What if I told you that every moment of your life is a secret conversation between you and the cosmos, a silent exchange filled with subtle hints, mysterious alignments, and deliberate messages? Imagine that each day the universe is reaching out to you, whispering in a language composed of coincidences, recurring numbers, and perfectly timed events. And what if, for years, you have been conditioned to dismiss these hints as mere chance, ignoring the deeper guidance they offer? From the moment you first opened your eyes as a child, you were attuned to the wonders of the world. You marveled at the way clouds moved like gentle brush strokes across a vast canvas, how rainbows appeared after a storm, as if the sky were smiling down on you, and how even the smallest details, the twinkle of a star, the flutter of a butterfly's wings, carried an air of mystery and magic. In those early years, you sensed that there was more to life than what met the eye, that beneath the surface of everyday events lay a hidden tapestry of meaning. Yet, as you grew older, society began to reshape your perceptions. You were taught that reality was strictly what could be seen, measured, and verified by cold logic and empirical evidence. The enchanting language of the universe was rebranded as mere coincidence, reduced to random occurrences that lacked any greater purpose. Schools, textbooks, and even the mainstream media insisted that the world was a mechanical process, a series of cause and effect events governed by unyielding scientific laws. Anything that defied this neat, rational order was dismissed as an illusion, a trick of the mind, or simply the product of an overactive imagination. But consider this. What if this way of thinking was not a natural byproduct of growing up, but a deliberate conditioning, a systematic effort designed to keep you from tapping into the hidden, intuitive part of yourself? What if the seemingly insignificant moments of your day, those that seem too perfectly timed to be random, are actually intentional signals meant to guide you toward a higher understanding? Picture this. You're driving home on a quiet evening, and as you glance at the clock, you notice the numbers 1111. In that precise moment, you recall a thought you had just moments ago, an intuition, a hunch about something important in your life. Or perhaps you're listening to your favorite song, and it plays at exactly the moment you begin thinking about someone who has been on your mind for days. These occurrences might seem like coincidences, but what if they are the universe's way of communicating with you? A subtle Morse code encoded in the fabric of everyday life. Throughout history, brilliant minds have explored these very mysteries. Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss psychologist, devoted a significant part of his work to understanding what he called synchronicity. Jung believed that these meaningful coincidences were not random accidents at all, but reflections of a deeper, collective unconscious, a vast reservoir of shared human experiences and archetypes that connect us all. In Jung's view, the occurrence of a synchronistic event was the universe's way of calling attention to aspects of our inner world that might otherwise remain hidden. He famously stated, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This notion challenges the idea that our lives are simply a series of random, unconnected events, suggesting instead that there is an underlying intelligence that guides us. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, too, recognized that life is layered with hidden meanings. He once remarked, "And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." Nietzsche's words invite us to reconsider the apparent randomness of existence. Just as those who dance to a silent melody are misunderstood by those who can't perceive the tune, so too are the messages of the universe often overlooked by a society that values only what is tangible and measurable. Imagine for a moment that every encounter, every glance, every fleeting moment is a carefully placed sign, a whisper from the universe urging you to pay attention. When you see a familiar number sequence, like 2, 2, 2, or 3, 3, 3 repeatedly. When a stranger's words echo the thoughts you have been silently nurturing, or when a song plays at the exact moment you need its message the most, these are not mere accidents. They are deliberate nudges from a vast, interconnected intelligence that spans time and space. The modern world, with its relentless focus on materialism and empirical data, has taught us to ignore these signs. From a young age, we are conditioned to believe that the only things that matter are those that can be quantified, measured, and validated by scientific instruments. Intuition, creativity, and the art of abstract thinking are often sidelined in favor of logic and reason. If an experience cannot be pinned down to a specific cause and effect, it is labeled as superstitious or irrational, a relic of a bygone era that has no place in the modern, enlightened mind. This emphasis on rationality is not accidental. It serves a specific purpose in maintaining a worldview that is orderly, predictable, and, above all, controllable. By dismissing the intangible, society ensures that you remain focused on the measurable, the concrete, and the safe. This, in turn, keeps you from venturing into the realm of deeper intuition where true creative power lies. The suppression of this inner knowing is a form of control, a way to keep you from realizing that you have the power to shape your own reality. Let's dive deeper into the mechanics behind these synchronistic moments. Neuroscience has revealed that your brain is not a passive recorder of events. It is an active participant in filtering and interpreting the world around you. At the heart of this process lies the Reticular Activating System, RAS, a network in your brainstem responsible for filtering sensory information. The RAS decides what enters your conscious awareness and what remains in the background. When you focus intently on a specific thought or emotion, your brain starts to tune in to related signals, highlighting patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. This phenomenon can explain why, after you decide to be open to signs, you suddenly begin to notice the same number sequence, the same symbols, or the same themes cropping up in your daily life. But the story does not end there. The realm of quantum physics offers even more intriguing insights into the nature of reality. Experiments like the double-slit experiment have demonstrated that the very act of observation can alter the behavior of subatomic particles. This means that your consciousness, your thoughts, emotions, and intentions plays an active role in shaping the world around you. In this light, reality is not a fixed, inert mechanism, but a dynamic interplay between the observer and the observed. Every time you focus your attention on something, you are, in a very real sense, co-creating that reality. Furthermore, consider the law of vibration, a principle that asserts everything in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at its own unique frequency. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are no different. They emit vibrational frequencies that interact with the energy fields around you. When you maintain a high vibrational state, characterized by positivity, openness, and gratitude, you naturally attract experiences that resonate with that energy. Conversely, when you dwell in states of fear, doubt, or negativity, your vibrational frequency drops, and you may find yourself attracting experiences that mirror that low energy. This is not merely a poetic metaphor, but a principle grounded in both ancient wisdom and modern scientific inquiry. So, if synchronicities are messages, who or what is sending them? The answer may be as multifaceted as the phenomenon itself. Some believe that these signs are emanations from a higher version of yourself, a wise, intuitive guide that exists within you, waiting to be acknowledged. Others posit that these messages are transmitted from the collective unconscious, a term coined by Jung to describe the vast shared reservoir of human experience and archetypal symbols that underlie our individual psyches. Then there are those who view these signals as communications from a higher intelligence, whether you choose to call it the universe, God, source, or simply the interconnected energy that binds all existence. Regardless of the label, one thing is clear. The recurring coincidences you experience are not random. They are invitations. Gentle, yet persistent prompts urging you to awaken to the deeper truths of your existence. Now, let's address the skeptics. Many dismiss these experiences as nothing more than confirmation bias, the tendency of your brain to seek out and emphasize information that supports your existing beliefs. They argue that once you begin to expect signs, you simply start noticing them more often. While there is merit to the idea that our minds are wired to detect patterns, this explanation falls short when confronted with the profound personal impact these moments often carry. Why else would a seemingly chance encounter or a perfectly timed synchronicity evoke such a powerful emotional response? The answer lies in the fact that these events are not just random coincidences. They resonate with the deepest parts of your being, affirming an inner knowing that you have long dismissed. Consider a scenario from your own life. Perhaps you once stood at a crossroads, uncertain of which direction to take. In that moment of indecision, you encountered a person whose advice was so perfectly aligned with your inner doubts and aspirations that it redirected your path in a way that changed your life. This was no mere accident. It was the universe communicating with you, providing a gentle push toward a destiny that awaited your embrace. When you choose to heed these signals, you transition from being a passive bystander in your life to becoming an active co-creator of your reality. Yet, the system around you, a system that values order, predictability, and conformity, works diligently to keep you from recognizing this hidden power. Schools, workplaces, and even popular media constantly reinforce the idea that only what can be seen, measured, and logically explained is valid. They teach you to doubt your intuition, to question the inexplicable, and to label any deviation from the norm as irrational or superstitious. This cultural conditioning is designed to keep you locked within the confines of a materialistic worldview, one that denies the possibility of a more expansive, interconnected reality. But here's the truth. By suppressing your innate ability to perceive these signs, you are also suppressing a vital aspect of your true self, the part of you that is intimately connected to the cosmos and capable of creating magic in everyday life. You have been conditioned to rely solely on external authorities, on what can be proven through rigid scientific methods, rather than on your own inner voice. And it is this very inner voice, that quiet whisper of intuition, that holds the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. Let us explore further the idea that our inner state directly influences the world around us. When you cultivate a mindset of openness and curiosity, you are effectively tuning your inner frequency to a channel that resonates with a deeper order of reality. Meditation, mindfulness, and deep introspection are practices that help clear the mental clutter and enable you to listen to the subtle whispers of the universe. These practices are not merely esoteric rituals. They are practical tools that recalibrate your consciousness, allowing you to perceive patterns and synchronicities that would otherwise go unnoticed. Modern neuroscience supports this perspective by showing that the brain's ability to filter information is not static, but can be shaped by attention and intention. As you become more aware of the signs around you, your brain's reticular activating system begins to highlight related patterns, making them more prominent in your perception. It is as if your mind is an old radio that, once tuned to the right frequency, suddenly brings a previously hidden broadcast into clear focus. And as more of these signals enter your awareness, you begin to notice that the coincidences multiply, reinforcing the notion that there is an underlying intelligence at work. This is where the teachings of both ancient wisdom and modern science converge. Ancient spiritual traditions have long maintained that the universe is alive, responsive, and deeply interconnected. In many Eastern philosophies, this interconnectedness is expressed through the concept of karma, the idea that every action, thought, and emotion creates a ripple that affects the whole. Similarly, the mystics of old spoke of divine timing, a notion that there is a cosmic schedule according to which events unfold in a perfect, if sometimes mysterious order. Quantum physicists, on the other hand, have demonstrated through experiments that the observer's role is crucial in shaping reality, blurring the line between subject and object, between the internal and the external. In light of these insights, it becomes evident that the recurring patterns and meaningful coincidences in your life are not anomalies or glitches in the system. They are, in fact, integral parts of a grand design. They are the universe's way of communicating with you, of urging you to step out of the autopilot mode and into a more engaged, creative state of being. Every time you notice a familiar number on the clock, every time a song plays at just the right moment, or when a stranger offers an insight that seems to come straight from your inner wisdom, recognize that you are being invited to participate in a dialogue with the cosmos. So, what are you to do with these messages? The first step is to cultivate awareness. Begin by acknowledging that these synchronicities are not random. They are the language of the universe. Start a journal, a synchronicity diary, where you record every instance that feels significant. Over time, you will likely notice patterns emerging, clues that point to a deeper order in your life. Reflect on these experiences. What were you thinking or feeling just before these moments occurred? How might these signals be guiding you toward decisions that align with your highest purpose? Once you have begun to notice and record these signs, the next step is to take intentional action. Do not simply observe these messages and then allow them to fade into the background of your busy life. When you see a sign that resonates with you, a repeated number, an unexpected encounter, or a sudden insight, consider it a prompt to act. Whether it means reaching out to someone, making a life-changing decision, or simply pausing to reflect on your current path, every action you take in response to these signals reinforces your connection with the deeper intelligence of the universe. Let's consider the profound implications of acting on synchronicities. When you decide to trust these messages, you are taking control of your destiny. You shift from a life dictated by random events to one where you are an active participant in shaping your reality. In doing so, you transform the way you experience the world. Instead of being a passive observer, you become a co-creator, a partner with the cosmos in the dance of life. The more you act on these signals, the more the universe responds in kind. This reciprocal relationship is at the heart of what many call conscious creation. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions become catalysts for change, setting into motion a series of events that align with your deepest desires. As you begin to live in alignment with this inner guidance, you may find that opportunities arise seemingly out of nowhere. Coincidences become confirmations, and life unfolds in a way that feels both mysterious and profoundly purposeful. It is important to recognize that the journey toward embracing these synchronicities is not without its challenges. Many people struggle with doubt and skepticism, conditioned as they are to dismiss anything that cannot be quantified. The dominant culture, with its relentless focus on empirical data and material success, often ridicules those who claim to experience meaningful coincidences. Labels such as superstitious, irrational, or delusional are flung at anyone who dares to question the conventional narrative. Yet, throughout history, some of the most transformative ideas have emerged from those who dared to challenge the status quo. The legacy of thinkers like Carl Jung and Friedrich Nietzsche reminds us that there is always more beneath the surface. Jung's concept of the collective unconscious invites us to explore the hidden layers of our psyche, where archetypal symbols and universal truths reside. His work suggests that by paying attention to our inner experiences, by acknowledging the synchronistic moments that pepper our lives, we can begin to understand the deeper currents that shape our destiny. Nietzsche's provocative assertion that those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music serves as a powerful metaphor for the transformative potential of embracing the unseen. It is a call to reclaim the intuitive, creative spirit that modern society often tries to suppress. As you contemplate these ideas, ask yourself, what if the signs you have been ignoring are exactly what you need to guide you toward a more authentic and fulfilling life? What if the coincidences you once dismissed as trivial are, in fact, the very breadcrumbs leading you to your true path? The answer lies not in the logic of cause and effect, but in the language of intuition and energy, a language that, once learned, can transform your relationship with the world. The journey of conscious creation begins with a single step, the decision to listen. To truly hear the universe, you must quiet the constant chatter of everyday life and create space for that inner voice to emerge. Meditation, mindfulness practices, and moments of quiet reflection are essential tools in this process. They help you tune out the noise and attune yourself to the subtle frequencies of existence. As you cultivate this awareness, you will start to notice that the world is filled with signs, each one a piece of a larger puzzle that, when put together, reveals the profound interconnectedness of all things. There is a transformative power in embracing the language of synchronicity, a power that has the potential to reshape your entire life. When you start to see the connections between your inner world and the outer events, you begin to understand that you are not a mere spectator in this grand play. You are an active participant, a co-author of your destiny, and the universe is your most profound collaborator. This realization can be both exhilarating and, at times, overwhelming, but it is also the gateway to a life filled with purpose, creativity, and boundless opportunity. As you move forward, commit to honoring these messages. Keep a journal of your synchronicities, noting not just the events themselves, but also your thoughts and feelings at the time they occurred. Over time, you will begin to see patterns emerge, a narrative that speaks to your unique journey and the universal forces at work in your life. This practice will serve as a constant reminder that you are never truly alone. The universe is always speaking, always guiding, always inviting you to dance to its silent melody. And remember, the more you trust in this process, the more abundant these signs will become. As your inner world aligns with your outer experiences, you will find that life becomes less about random events and more about meaningful, intentional creation. You will begin to see that every decision you make, every action you take, is a brushstroke on the canvas of your destiny, each one imbued with the energy of your deepest intentions and the infinite wisdom of the cosmos. The universe has always been speaking. All you need to do is listen. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this.